Welcome to RBC News, the news that brings the news to you. This show is brought to you by Gladiator. Do you have it in you?
Thanks, Reynaldo. Today's human interest story on RBC News, brought to you by Gladiator Aid, is about a fleet of structures that are sweeping the Roman Empire by storm. That's right, today's story is on aqueducts, which are almost every Roman city and town in the empire. Aqueducts transport river water from one place to another, placing the end of dehydration in Rome. However, why were aqueducts built in the first place? Who started the trend, and how do aqueducts even work? All the answers to these questions will be answered tonight on RBC News. In the final years before aqueducts, fresh water was no longer in Rome's reach. As the cities, let alone the empire itself, grew, navigation to rivers became more difficult. The sole alternative was to drink raw sewage, which only got more people ill. Time went by, and so did people, because those people either got sick or dehydrated. However, one day in 312 BC, a man known as Appius Claudius Caesar built a new invention in the main Roman city. The invention saved the Roman Empire from disease and dehydration because the so-called aqueduct gave people fresh water. RBC had asked Caesar to come for an interview, but he couldn't come. So he left us a 3-hole papyrus explaining aqueducts, which is paraphrased onto the screen. According to the papyrus, water first enters the aqueducts and then is taken up to the half-pipeline system. The water then flows through the half-pipe until the end of the pipe, which is the water's destination. Water used in aqueducts are usually flown to cities, but are also taken to farms, food, mills, and industries. Well, that's the end of today's Human Interest story. Visit all of them at Human Interest RBC on Twitter or Empiregram, at Facebook Papyrus via RBC's page, or on rbc.ro/humaninterest.
Thanks, Juan. I'm here to talk about sports on RBC. For today's sports, we will talk about Circus Maximus and chariot racing. Circus Maximus was a dome that they used to do chariot racing in. Chariot racing was considered an Olympic sport. The whole point was to see who would race the fastest and win. People all over could participate. There were also big-time chariot racing. People could not participate easily. You had to be noticed by the big 4 factions. When the very first chariot racing ever happened was in 122 AD. But be careful, this was considered very dangerous. People would suffer many injuries. After Romina, with the politics on Channel RBC, stay with us.
Thanks, Irma. It's Justin. I'm being told that Diocletian here has just seized power and declared himself the new emperor. Well, the old emperor had a good run anyways. Oh well. Hold up. I just received recent news that not only has Diocletian taken over, he has also divided Rome in 2. Yes, you heard me. Diocletian just divided Rome in 2. According to Diocletian, it's for a good reason. Though some people don't agree. According to Diocletian, Emperor Trajan expanded Rome's territory to the maximum, and something had to be done, and the old emperor just wasn't doing it. Trajan expanding territory may seem excellent, but not to me. Trajan expanded so much that Rome's broad army can't protect everyone. So Diocletian's solution is to divide Rome in 2. He rules one half, and Maximilian rules the other.
Breaking news. I'm here at Pompeii where there are series of earthquakes occurring. The cause must be a god, Jupiter. Neptune, I mean. All citizens are advised to stay indoors. This is February the 5th on the year 6, a horrid day for men to visit the city. Oh! Okay. Whoever surveys is sending ash into the sky. My dear Jupiter is a god. Right now there are rocks coming into the ground. I need to make sure these people don't get because the heart is hard to breathe, but I can't leave no matter what creepy the elder does. The air is no longer crisp and clean. Because ashes rising to our life source. Finally, the smoke is cleared. Many people are evacuating from the dark cloud. Oh no, the cloud is returning. Vesuvius is erupting. Vesuvius is
Technical difficulties. Please stand by, which will probably be...